My bad, billionaire. Now let's choose your face. Now your hairstyle. Now your outfit. Choose your name. Chapter 1, My Hot Boss.
Elliot, I know you're in there. I won't leave until you come out and take responsibility for your action.
My husband isn't home. Now please leave before I call the cops.
That's what you'd like, huh? I'm not leaving until Elliot knows what he did to me.
What he did to you?
He didn't tell you everything about that night, did he? Well, tough luck, sweetheart. I'm pregnant and he's the father.
She's pregnant. But I'm pregnant with him, too. Two months ago. I walk into the office with the most composed face I could pull and ignore everyone's curious looks. I frantically pull the computer records and start inputting data. I'm never taking a bus again. Half an hour later, when I see that I'm barely on the 7th page of the document, I let out an exasperated sigh. I have so much to do. How will I ever make it on time? Focus. Naomi, you can do this. You like this job, and you can't afford to lose it. Just then, my phone pings. It must be Thea. Should I check her message?
Hey, girl. Just wanted to text you and congratulate you.
Hi, Thea. Congratulate me on what?
You've been working for Elliot Anderson for a month now, and you still haven't gotten fired.
Geez, thanks for believing in me, T.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. You're the first assistant to make it this far in a year.
Yeah. He replaces his staff just as regularly as he brushes his teeth. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. Didn't need a reminder.
I guess you can do that when you're a famous music producer and the #1 handsome bachelor. According to Gossip Today, at least.
You sound like a walking ad, but I know what you mean. Working for Elliot isn't exactly easy. He's very hard to please.
I bet.
Thea, you're always so crude. Anyway, I have to go. Elliot wants to see me in his office.
Oh, Lala. Remember to use protection?
Great. So much for that. I walk into Elliot's office and find him looking at some papers. You wanted to see me, sir? He glances up and pierces me with his eyes. Now choose your Elliot.
Yes, have a seat.
Elliot leans back on his chair and crosses his arms. His lips are a thin, straight line, and his eyes are narrowed on me. Oh, no, this is it. I'm about to get fired. With shaky legs, I take a seat in front of him. Mr. Anderson, please let me stay. If there's anything I've done wrong, I can fix it. I know I'm a little behind on schedule, but if you just let me...
Naomi, please stop talking.
There is a brief pause before he continues.
I'm not going to fire you.
You're not.
No. So calm down and breathe. You remember how to do that, do you?
I close my eyes and release a breath I didn't know I was holding. I open my eyes a moment later, and I notice that he is much closer to me now. He is leaning over his desk, watching me carefully. Then he rakes a hand through his hair and sighs, and I find myself wanting to do the same. Get a hold of yourself, woman. I shouldn't be making googly eyes at my boss. I take another deep breath and blink rapidly to shake off the feeling I just had. So, why did you call me in here?
I'm traveling to Las Vegas tomorrow to get an exclusive contract with the new pop star singer Emma Hart.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'll make sure to handle everything you need.
I'm sure you will. We're flying out tomorrow. Could you book the tickets?
I'm sorry, did you say we?
Is there a problem?
Do I mind traveling with my boss to Las Vegas? Of course not. I just didn't realize that I'll be traveling with you.
You're my assistant, of course you are. I can't help but smile.
Here I thought I was getting fired, and instead, I'm going to Vegas.
Naomi,
Yes.
you may leave now.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll go and book the tickets for us.
First class.
Of course. I go straight to my office and get on it immediately. The next day, when we get to the hotel, I immediately go deal with our reservations and pick up our keys. I find Elliot in the lobby, scrutinizing a painting of a naked woman. As soon as I'm next to him, his eyes are back on me. Oh my god, it's so beautiful in here. Elliot doesn't seem very impressed.
There's dust on that painting.
Is there? I don't see anything.
And do you hear the music?
He scoffs.
They could do so much better than playing this elevator nonsense in a loop.
To be honest, I don't mind. This is all well above my pay grade. Even that plane was amazing, and I took economy class.
Speaking of that, when I said first class, I meant for you too.
Oh, really? Warmth spreads across my cheeks. He wanted me there with him.
The steward kept asking me what kind of coffee I like, and I completely forgot. It's been years since I had to remember frivolous details like that.
The color drains from my cheeks. Of course, he didn't want me there for my company. How should I react? I'm so sorry, sir. I should have.
Naomi, if you want to make it in this field, you have to stick to your guts. Never, ever apologize.
I quickly nod.
I have some things to discuss with you. We need to find our rooms.
I unlock the door to room number 105. I think this is my room. I walk in, and my eyes go wide. My hotel room is not a room at all. It is a freaking apartment. This is not mine, Mr. Anderson. I must have accidentally switched the keys.
No, this is yours. Mine is down the hall.
But
Is there a problem?
I'm pretty sure I booked a smaller and much cheaper room for myself.
I upgraded you. I want you to be on the same floor as me if I need you. Is there a problem?
Why did he even do that? I thought that was my job. Of course, there's no problem. This room is fantastic. Thank you so much.
You don't have to thank me. Elliot glances at his Rolex. My business meeting shouldn't last long. Let's meet up for dinner in, let's say, an hour.
Sure, that sounds great. Wow, I'm having dinner alone with Elliot. He seems to have read my mind because he promptly adds,
Of course, we won't be alone. My friend Paul Winston will be joining us.
"Oh, okay, that's fine.
Great, get dressed, and I'll see you in an hour.
Okay, I'll see you then." I couldn't help but admire his ass as he walked away. Damn, that man is sex on a stick. I shake my head. I really need to stop crushing on him. Half an hour later. After I take a shower, I go through my options. What should I wear tonight? Elliot told me to dress up, so I should wear something amazing. This outfit is exactly what I wanted. I'm sure Elliot will be impressed. Just as I'm done putting on my makeup, there is a knock on the door. "Come in." It's unlocked. Elliot walks in, his face unreadable. He scans my body from head to toe, and for a moment, he says nothing, like what you see.
Are you asking for my approval, Naomi?
Maybe I am.
What a remarkable trait in an assistant. I know I hired you for a reason.
Maybe so, but you still haven't answered my question. His smile is suggestive.
You look astonishing.
The look he gives me makes me tingle between my thighs. I glance at the mirror one last time, trying to compose myself, then head for the door. How was your meeting?
Not exactly memorable.
I'm sorry to hear that. He reaches his hand out toward me expectantly. Although surprised at the intimacy, I put my hand in his. Elliot clears his throat.
Yorkie card, Naomi.
I retract my hand and immediately dig through my purse for the pesky card, blushing. When I finally find it and lock the door, Elliot smiles.
Now, how about we make the rest of the evening memorable?
2 hours later, I put down my fork on the almost empty plate and sigh with content. This restaurant is amazing. I've never been to anything like this before. Elliot's friend, Paul, stops with his fork midway to his mouth.
Elliot, you've never taken your beautiful assistant to fancy restaurant before?
Why would I? I never take my staff out for dinner. Some of them might get the wrong idea.
I think they would like you a bit more if you did.
I don't care if they like me or not. They do their work, and I pay them. I don't mix business with pleasure.
That's not how it felt back in my hotel room. But maybe I was imagining things.
Whatever you say, man. If you're always this formidable, no wonder they quit all the time. Hell, Are you sure Naomi doesn't have her 2 weeks notice ready in her bag right now?
Paul's tone is teasing, but Elliot doesn't look amused. So I quickly changed the subject. So do you have any plans after dinner?
Actually, yes. Paul and I will be hitting the casino.
That's nice. I might try out a few games as well before I go to bed. I've been pretty lucky in life, so I definitely think I could score a few dollars at least.
Is that so?
He looked at me with interest. I decide to be bold. I've managed to keep my job for over a month, so I'd say so.
Alright, let's test that theory then.
The tone of his voice is teasing, but his eyes are daring. What do you mean?
How about you act as my lucky charm tonight? With you by my side, I can't lose, right?
I mull over his offer as his eyes burn my skin. Did he just ask me to spend the evening with him? He just said he never spends time with his assistants. Maybe this could be my chance to see if what happened in my room was real or should I spend the evening with Elliot? All right, Mr. Anderson. I accept your proposal.
Good choice, Miss Myers.
I push my plate away and almost jump up from the table. What are you waiting for? Let's win big. Paul chuckles.
I love her enthusiasm. I think you really lucked out with this one, Elliot.
Elliot looks at me again, and I swear I see a hint of a smile.
Yes, I think I did.
Elliot and I spend hours at the casino table. It turns out he was right. We end up with an enviable heap of chips, and it's impossible for one person to carry it on their way. The attendant begs us to stop playing, so we cash in our winnings and sit down for some cocktails.
Tonight was out of a dream. Where did you learn to throw dice like that?
Oh, you know,
No, I don't know. The way you guessed all the right cards. The sheer number of times you got the jackpot. It's nothing short of magic.
there's something in the air this evening. Maybe it's our lucky streak, or the chemistry between us. But I feel much bolder than usual, so I grin at him. Are you calling me a witch?
If you are one, please, stay by my side for as long as you wish. We work amazing together.
Don't flatter yourself, Mr. Anderson. I'm your lucky charm. Without me, you would have walked away a poor man tonight. I take a sip of my cocktail, and a mischievous glint appears in his eyes.
Indeed you are. So what else are you planning on getting lucky with tonight?
I almost choke at his question. Are you asking me if I plan on getting laid? My boss gives me an innocent smile, but he looks like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
A beautiful woman like you could bewitch every man in this club. In fact, I see those gentlemen at the bar have been eyeing you ever since we walked in. Maybe you'd like me out of your way.
Elliot wants to know if I plan on getting laid tonight. I'll have to check them out first, to see if they're up to my standard.
Oh, really? So you're picky with men?
Theory. Elliot takes a step closer to me. He gazes right into my eyes, and I accept the dare. Then his gaze starts dropping lower, following the outline of my neck, down my breast, my stomach, my legs. I can feel his burning gaze all over my body, and I realize he's checking me out. But before I can say anything,
Could I offer you another drink?
Elliot takes a step back, and it is clear the moment was ruined by the waitress. She smiles viciously at me, which makes me think this wasn't an accident.
Sure, I could use a drink. How about you, Naomi?
I think I'm good. It's pretty late, and I've got a headache. I should get to bed.
Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, good night. As I start to walk away, I do a quick glance over my shoulder. Elliot is watching me as I go, and I could swear I saw a flicker of heat in his eyes. The next morning, I cheerfully approach Elliot as we're checking out. Good morning. That must have been the most comfortable bed I've slept in. I slept like a princess. How about you? Elliot sighs heavily and turns to me. He looks awful. Is he hungover? I don't remember him drinking much yesterday. Instead of answering, he scoffs and rolls his eyes. Wow, rude. So, here's your plane ticket. He snatches the ticket out of my hand. Mr. Anderson, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I've got a headache, and you're making it worse.
Okay, someone woke on the wrong side of the bed this morning. It's probably just another celebrity tantrum of his. Well, I'm not going to indulge him. I can also give him the silent treatment. The plane ride home was awful. Elliot didn't say a word to me. He just kept grunting. He was obviously cranky. When we landed, I couldn't wait to get home and away from Elliot Anderson. I could only hope that tomorrow he'd be in a better mood.
What's everyone looking at? Get back to work.
Boy, was I wrong. He's even worse today. He kept calling for meetings and snapping at everyone the entire morning. Several people came out of his office visibly shaken. But from what I've collected, nobody got fired. Everyone at the company was doing their best to avoid him. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to.
Naomi, I need to see you in my office, now.
He left and slammed the door. This time, I'm definitely going to be fired. I can feel it. I cautiously enter his office. I take the chair in front of him, trying to appear confident. So, Mr. Anderson, what did you want to talk to me about? There is a brief pause, and the room gets so quiet that I can hear my own heartbeat. His face is stone cold, and I hold my breath as I prepare for the blow.
I need you to be my wife.